The Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Rahman, has called on traditional institutions to recognize the crucial role of teachers, especially during the nation's current challenges of insecurity and economic crisis. Correspondent Kolojo sent in this report. Speaking at the 2024 International Teachers' Day celebration organized by the Colleges of Education Academic Staff Union (COESU), Rahman, represented by Minister of State for Education Dr. Yusuf Sununu, emphasized that teachers' voices must be heard if Nigeria is to develop an education system the country can be proud of. Correspondent Kolojo reports that the minister noted that the current administration acknowledges the essential role of teachers in decision-making and policy formation.
It is on this regard that we have commenced an advocacy visit to all our traditional institutions to recognize the role of teachers so that they can be well utilized, most especially at point of critical need that we are being challenged by both security and economic crisis. Of course, the voice of teachers is indispensable and must be heard. If we are to build an education system we can all be proud of.
JAMB Registrar Professor Ishaq Oleyede advocated for renaming federal colleges to Advanced Teachers Institution to reflect the significance of teaching. Former Registrar of the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, Professor Josiah Ajiboye, criticized the exclusion of Teachers Union from national education meetings. Executive Secretary of TED Fund Architect Sonny Chono reassured the union the tax revenue would be used effectively to enhance students' learning experiences and make them competitive globally.
One other aspect of teacher education that I feel strongly about is that the more we change things, the more they become the same. Why did we change the name from Advanced Teachers College? I believe that in order to show the centrality of teaching and the colleges we have,
teachers' voices must be heard. They must not only be seen, they must be heard. Sir, it is a pity that we'll be having a meeting of the National Council of Education in Nigeria and there is no teacher unions there at that meeting. It is a pity. No ASU, no POASU, no any teacher, no UT.
And to renew the assurances that we will continue to rededicate our efforts to ensure that taxpayers' money that are contributed for the development of education in our country is prudently and judiciously deployed to ensure that our students' learning experience will make them more competitive.
Earlier in his address, COESU President Dr. Smart Olubeko highlighted the vital role teachers play in shaping societal values, addressing corruption, poverty and insecurity. NLC President Joe Ajero also expressed dissatisfaction with the 40,000 naira minimum wage for civil servants, stressing the need for wages that can cover living expenses.
We always hear the cliché that teachers are nation's builder. We always hear from them that no nation can develop without teachers. But it is antithetical and contrary to that assertion that government attitude to teachers has not demonstrated what they say.
Have you provided correctly at minimum wage? So for you to show us by example, we need this minimum wage. And there's a trend these days that they are just adding 40,000 or whatever to the minimum wage. COESU, please sit down with the Ministry of Education, sit down with all the agencies and demand for what we are going to get in this minimum wage.
High point of the event was the presentation of scholarships to outstanding students and award to notable agency heads.